Wow, my phone's kinda old na pala. Just got it like what, 5 months ago? Maybe a new phone wouldn't hurt. It like this color blue.
Hold on, ano sa tingin mo you're doing?
Hello? Who's there?
I'm your conscience.
So are you like my guardian angel or something?
Not really per se, pero parang like that nga. I couldn't bear to nood you make another irresponsible purchase kasi.
Okay, so first of all, why is my guardian angel Konyo? Second of all, what is so irresponsible about wanting the new iPhone? Everybody has the latest one.
Need or want? Hindi ba you just made bili an iPhone parang a few months ago?
Well, I mean, yeah.
ちょっと待て。
天地と同意見よ。
Huh? And who are you? And why am I seeing subtitles out of nowhere? What's this?
私はあなたの悪魔よ。君の天地と私はめったに意見が合わないけど、君が無責任なことは私でさえ知っている。
Are you really Japanese? I am legit so confused right now, but I really don't see the harm in buying a new phone.
Me being Konya and the devil being a literal anime character is not the main focus at hand. Your recent behavior has been nakakainis na ha. Napapahamak yung environment when you buy a totally new phone. Di mo ba knows yon?
やば、分かってないみたいだな。じゃあ、
Okay, I can just like... okay, nice.
lazy to read the subtitles? Fine, let's go.
Wait, I'm already... Wait! Wait, where are we?
Nandito tayo in the Democratic Republic of Congo. You'll see in a minute, but you at least know the harmful effects of mining to the environment, right?
I mean, does it really matter?
What are you saying right now? Of course it does. Mining is actually pretty bad for the environment in terms of contaminating ground and surface water supplies, soil erosion, and loss of biodiversity, among others.
Okay, I get it. It's bad, but don't we need technology and gadgets in this day and age? We can't really do anything about it as a consumer since depende siya sa mga companies na gumagawa ng gadgets, di ba?
Tingnan natin from a different perspective. Kilala mo ba who are the ones who mine these metals and materials? It's children. More often than not, mga bata ang pinagmamine nila because they're small enough to crawl into the tunnels and reach cramped spaces.
Huh? But isn't that dangerous for them? They're just kids.
Kaya nga, they're just kids. But because of their family circumstances and endemic poverty in Congo, they have no choice but to do so.
Kailangan nila ng means of financial resources and support in some way. And it just so happens that mining yung sugat here. According to UNICEF, approximately 20% of mine workers are children. 20% ha.
And children mine as young as 5 years old. Even with local authorities sanctioning and placing fines to some parents, they still urge their kids to mine because, well, poverty, the root of the problem.
Carlos, have you heard of the 17 SDGs? It's Sustainable Developmental Goals, which is a call for action by all countries. It's parang like a blueprint for peace and prosperity for us, the people, and of course our planet, now and into the future.
Mining violates the first sustainable goal, which is no poverty. This is connected to what we already talked about earlier. Because of poverty nga, children as young as 5 are led to mine these minerals as a source of income for their families. Although it is a way to reduce high poverty rates, it generates livelihoods, and promotes regional stability, let's not forget that this is still child labor and how little they are still compensated despite working hard all day. Hence, violating that SDG. There needs to be major policy reforms to make cobalt mining more sustainable, equitable, and restrict child labor. Get it?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Then the next violated goal is a third one, good health and well-being.
Is it because of like the particles from these minerals and metals? Tapos they're also being inhaled too?
Yep, exactly. Diba cobalt and coltan are usually the minerals being mined here dito sa Congo? Most of the time, it emits particles na radioactive and causes cancer. At eto pa, Letting the particles touch your skin and inhaling them would most likely lead to mga vision problems, vomiting and nausea, pati na rin heart problems and failure, thyroid damage, and lung disease.
Then there's clean water and sanitation too. When people start mining for cobalt and other metals, it pollutes the air, soil, and water. Their crops get contaminated, and people residing in the area have no choice but to consume contaminated food and water.
Which then goes back to the third goal of it severely affecting the population's health and overall well-being, right?
Wow, galing ah! Tama, exactly.
The last is decent work and economic growth. Going back to child labor, parents still continue to encourage their kids na magtrabaho in these mines to help make ends meet kahit may mga laws na that discourages them. This job is definitely not decent and no place for mga bata when they should be living their lives as kids and learning. And alam mo ba, the Democratic Republic of Congo is only one of the 106 countries in the world where children work in risky and hazardous jobs.
With decent work, kasama na dito yung mga conditions of the workplace, compensation, at iba pa. Adults won't see the need to encourage their kids to work in these mines. It will all eventually translate into better productivity, increase in the economy, better standards of living, and could even decrease the percentage of poverty rates.
Wow, this really is so much to take in. I feel really bad now.
As you should.
Devil! Ang ibig sabihin lang niya is that although it seems like we can't do anything about it since kailangan nga sa mga gadgets and all, and that yung mga companies nga ang may big influence talaga with this issue, there are still other ways we can do para makatulong.
How?
You can help by raising awareness. Inform others the negative effect mining has to the environment that are always brushed off. Awareness and information is always the first step in everything.
Oh, because you can't really help address an issue if you don't know about it or if you lack information about the topic.
Tama. You can help raise awareness on child labor and the detrimental effect it has on their physical and mental health. These risks in exchange for only $1 to $2 every day. That's like 52 pesos to 104 pesos a day. And also, do not forget how irresponsible mining is slowly killing our planet.
Even na rin yung production of these gadgets. Factories contribute to carbon emissions and fossil fuels when they make gawa these gadgets.
But what happens after raising awareness and informing the public? Kasi parang hanggang doon lang talaga yung kaya ko matulong eh.
There are so many ways to help. Take down notes, Carlos.
Meron this thing na tawag trading in your gadgets. Usually, you take an old device to a retailer and ipapapalit ito for either cash or store credit. But we suggest that you trade them into those companies na nagre-reuse and repurpose the metals in those old gadgets and into making new ones.
There's also keeping your current gadgets and make them last as long as possible. Instead of buying and upgrading every time, make use of what you have now. Oh, see, naka-iPhone 11 ka pa naman, Carlos eh. And it works well pa oh. I don't think you need to buy that iPhone 13 Pro Max you have in your cart. Uso pa rin naman yan eh.
I get it now. Being aware is not enough nga. We also have to take action.
So, are you still going to buy that new iPhone?
No, I won't. You're right. I just bought this phone a few months ago. I'll just try to make the most out of it.